we ready to go.
We live, baby. We live on everything except for IG. What's up, YouTube and Facebook? Give us 1 second to
Hey, 1 second before we go ahead and get to you guys. We want to
show
make
our
sure that
IG
everybody is
family
good.
some love.
Yeah, yeah.
And now we live on IG. What up,
Hey,
everybody?
what's going on? You guys know that you're now tuned in to Technically Speaking with your boy Corey Giovanni and my man's Tech Von Go. All right, here we go. Now, Tech Von Go, what we tech talking about today? That's a lot of
Man, there's a lot of Hey man, we talking some tech scandals, tech laws,
Ooh,
and then the new tech job market, man.
mm,
Um, we got some folks joining in on IG, getting free joined. I like that,
hey,
getting free.
getting free.
Man, I needed to kick it with you on Juneteenth, man.
Hey,
Anyway,
whoo, they not like us.
hey, nah, man, to get this thing started, man, we're gonna talk about the new tech job
Yes,
market, and how Elon Musk changed the tech job market. So
did he?
basically, just to recap,
Okay.
back in 2022, remember when he bought formerly Twitter, now X?
X. Yeah.
He bought that thing for what? $44 billion. Ooh,
Ooh.
why have a billion when you can have a million? I'm just kidding. But anyway, he came in.
Why
he
have a bit?
came in and wrecked shop, man. He came in
Bruh.
and laid off 6,000 people. Now I knew some of them people actually, and you know what? I kind of understood what was happening at that time, but
Right.
and actually, this article from, I believe this was from Yahoo Money right here. Let me see, where did we get this from? I believe it was from Yahoo Money. But so that was 80% of their workforce. But what happened was he brought people in and he was telling people justify your jobs. Translation, he
Ouch.
was asking them, how are you helping me make money?
Money.
How are
And
you helping me make money? Talk
look,
about it.
the the crazy part about all that is I didn't know that man was that type of ruthless. Because if you also look deep into that post that we put on our Tech Bites channel, he actually made them pay money back
Back.
after
Yeah.
he fired it. It's like you get the axe, or you get the X, and then you get you gotta pay him back,
I need
and
you to
you
run
ain't
me
getting
that.
no money. You ain't
Nah,
getting no money. It's like,
nah.
or if you get money, you getting money. Your disability check is getting swiped by Elon Musk.
I
Ooh,
need that. Run me
yeah,
that. Nah, I
bruh.
mean
Like,
it's some will call it savage, some will call him a good businessman. I mean, if because it was in the
that's savage,
article
bro.
that
That's savage. That's savage. That ain't good, bro. Let me tell you something. The seeds you sow will bear fruit, homie. Do you think that he? I mean, that's like kicking somebody while they down and then doing an elbow drop. It's not. It's just bad. You don't.
I
You know.
feel what you're saying. I feel what you're
Okay.
saying. However, you got stakeholders, man, your investors, your board. If because it was a payroll error, right? It was a payroll error, but at the same
Okay.
time, the board and your investors is looking at you. They looking, El Presidente, what you gonna do to rectify this? So it's one of those things, right? I love having these conversations because it what's the it's the fiduciary responsibility of that
Okay.
company's president to do
You want to
what's
use
best
words that
for the
nobody
company.
used.
Hey, hey,
Allegedly.
hey.
Fiduciary.
Don't ask me how to spell it. But if
I need to put that on the hat. Fiduciary responsibility.
fiduciary, yeah.
Okay.
And
That
that's not,
sounds
I'm
like
not
a
talking about somebody's ghetto name. That's an
nah.
actual word.
This get out, somebody will name their kid.
Fiduciary.
Fiduciary Alexander.
Fiduciary. Hey, hey, make the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Um, nah, but yeah, a president of a company always has to do what's in the best interest of the company, man. So
I
he
get
was
that.
legally bound to do that, man.
You think he was legally bound to do that? To take people money that he already fired?
But was it their money though? That's the thing. It
Here's
was a
the thing.
payroll error.
It was
Now,
a payroll error.
go ahead.
But companies companies already got they take a loss. They have things set for that. And Elon Musk is a smart businessman. We know this. He didn't get to where he got being dumb or being shrewd. He was smart. And even then, there's assets that companies already set aside for loss. Like when you go to a retail environment and you buy something and you don't want it, you return it. The company can't resell that. They just take a loss.
They take
The
that
thing
loss.
about it is that loss was internal, which I get, So it had to be like a hurt. But let's just be honest. Y'all done gave Timberland and Swiss Beats a billion, probably a million or a billion, not a million, $100 million deal for verses. That
I didn't
much.
catch that dollar figure. I didn't catch that.
No, I didn't either. But I'm just saying, I know that it was something handsomely for them to start wearing his gear. I think that's like literally wild. But that's not beyond the point. All them people lost their jobs, right? Again,
Mm-hmm.
you know where I'm at. I'm the person for the little man. It's like you lose a. That's like you getting fired from a job and say, okay, well now it's time to start over, and then be like, wait, there's more.
I need that back, homie. You
Yeah,
know that little bit of money you thought you had to help you hold you over? Nah, you ain't got that. Run that.
nope. And then they gonna get hit by the IRS too, because the IRS ain't playing. They not playing. It sucks. And when
No,
you
that
really
it
start,
was a bad situation, man. Completely
yeah,
bad situation. But so because I started off saying, hey, we're gonna talk about how Elon Musk changed the whole tech job market, right? And the
yeah,
reason why he did that is because all your other tech giants, Meta, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, they followed suit.
they follow suit.
What
Yeah,
and the article from Yahoo Money, Yahoo Finance, I'm sorry, said that the big three, or was that four? Actually, that was four. Meta,
my,
Google, Microsoft, and Amazon combined in 2022 cut 165,000 jobs. And in 2023, 96. No, I'm way off on that. It was 165,000 in
mm,
2022, 263,000
mm,
in 2023, and
mm.
then 96,000 so far just in
So
2024.
in the middle of a pandemic, they cut you, and then towards the end of the pandemic, they cut you even more. And now that we're out of the pandemic, they want repercussions for cutting you.
Gone, gone.
It's like money, like bruh, you know. Hey, somebody create Chat GPT. How do I not pay these fools? That's crazy.
Nah, nah, but I think, man, because one thing I'm running into, man, being out here in in the tech ecosystem, a lot of like aspiring tech professionals, they get caught up with being like the smartest technician, right? Like my coding skills, the best coding skills in the game, but
Yeah,
I don't think they realize companies not hiring them because of their coding skills. They hiring them for the results that those coding skills could get, i.e.,
yeah,
money in the bank. Don't nothing
exactly.
Trump, money in the bank. So
Say it
all
again.
those
Say it again.
don't nothing Trump,
What?
money in the bank.
You know what I'm saying? Pun intended. Trump.
There you go. There you go. Hey, money talks, man. Money talks. But
It does.
I
It does.
think that put the whole tech industry on notice to where,
Yeah.
hey, man, if you're thinking about going in to a tech profession, you better be able to explain how those tech skills helps the company make money. And I don't
Right.
even think, I mean, I track tech, heavily, but I think that was an example for all industries. What you think
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. When one company started using AI, another company started using AI.
True, true.
So when one, because they see the benefits in it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when one company started realizing that, oh, this is a big problem, and not only is it's a problem here, let's look and see if it's a problem here. Now, my question is, if was it an independent contractor who discovered the problem, or was it somebody internal? Because if it was an independent contractor that discovered the issue and brought it to their attention, he's about to make bank.
That
He or
independent
she,
contractor.
it was an independent contractor.
No, you talking about for
Yes,
the payroll
yes,
error?
yeah. Because
I see what you're saying.
some companies hire independent contractors to come in and audit their business, so they have a non-biased a non-biased result.
Yeah.
And that I believe it had to be because for the other companies to find out similar problems, you know,
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
somebody
Yeah,
was like,
good
okay,
point. Good
because I
point.
know I know like me as a person who worked in sales, I'd have been like, I was able to help them save this amount of money over here by doing this.
Yep.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
How did you do that?
Yep.
Well, if you hire me, I will show you how. That's the cut and dry
Oh,
part about
good
it.
point.
And then
So
boom,
okay, I
and
see
then
what you're saying. So you're saying so whoever caught that the loss is at X. You're saying that maybe that third party company was hired by Meta, Google, Amazon, and be like, hey, you saved them a bunch of money. Tell us how to do the same thing.
Exactly.
Ah, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
And then that person, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and here's the thing for the entrepreneurs out there, how you become successful is not selling more clients, it's solving more problems. Period.
Boom.
You find a problem, which clearly we just this is Elon Musk just did. He solved the problem. He solved the problem, and then that solving that problem, three other you know what I'm saying big tech giants was like, oh, we got the same problem. How did you solve it?
Yep.
Boom.
Yep. Trim
Hey,
the
here go
fat,
my
baby.
man. Here go
Trim
my
the fat.
man's Tech Von Go. He the one who solved this issue. And then like Tech Von Go, we need you to do the same thing you did for Elon, to do for
Mm-hmm.
Mark, and
Mm-hmm.
to do for Google, and to do for whoever. And then there you go. You fix the issue.
So, and it looks like the biggest part of that problem was the middle managers, or in Mark Zuckerberg's words, the managers,
Ah,
managing people who are actually doing the work. That was the biggest problem across the board with all those tech giants. They had so many
yeah,
damn managers.
yeah. And let's be honest, you got out of 10 people, there's two lazy. There's two lazy
Oh
people,
yeah.
and then
The
there's
what's
out
that?
of and
The 80%, 80-20,
yeah,
right? 80%,
80/20.
they not really
You know what I'm
doing
saying?
much. Just the 20% that's
It's the
really
20,
taking that company to the
and if
next
that
level.
20 and if that 20% is like really like well no. What I'm trying to say is the 80% of good workers, 20% of the bad actors. And one of them bad actors is not only just bad actors, but a lazy bad actor. Then you have a problem like this because they'll be like, "Oh, just do it this way." Because I've worked in areas where I'm like, "No, this is not right." We have people not only skimming off the top, but falsifying numbers and getting celebrated. And when you get celebrated for falsifying numbers, the
It's gonna get you.
corporation, yeah, I mean, the corporation, gonna find out. Like real talk, like I guess I think the statute of limitations is up, so I'm gonna speak on it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
But I
Uh-oh.
well,
Don't incriminate. Don't
no, no,
incriminate.
no. I'm
Don't
not. I can't.
self-incriminate.
I never did it. I almost lost my
Okay.
job for
Whew.
not doing it.
Whew.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
So when I worked at said company, what they would do instead of giving a customer an upgraded device, keyword, they went ahead and bought a device on prepaid and used that device on prepaid under that upgraded line, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when they did that, because there was special promotions to get the non-contracted prepaid device, and they used it on the personal phones. So what it did was two things. One, it didn't renew the contract for the customer who would have signed up for 2 years. All they did was get a new phone at a discounted rate, and they were good. But what the reps were doing, they were like, "Oh, we got this new. Let's go ahead and react. Let's activate this new line right here." And everybody had a quota, so you activating new lines with no activity. So what you're doing is churning. And you know what I'm
Mm.
saying. So eventually, but the problem with the company was there was no chargebacks on these prepaid devices. So they were like getting paid for nothing. People were going to Winter Circle. People were going to getting awards and all these things, while the people like me were getting write up saying, "How come this person
I
who worked
see
less
what you're
hours than
saying.
you? Yeah, how come this person who worked less hours than you has making more numbers than you?" And I'm like, you know what? I back then I ain't no back then. Even though I'm a civilian, I still live by a certain code. When you work amongst your coworkers, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna snitch you out. But if my
I'm
job is on the
snitching.
line, now, well, see that's the thing. When it
Hey,
came to
like
the point,
Pharrell Williams said on Drink Champs, don't do that in front of me. I'm snitching. I'm
right?
snitching. Telling you that right now. Don't do it in front of me. I'm
Yeah.
snitching.
Well, I wasn't volunteering the information. I wasn't like, hey, they was like over there. They was like, they looked at me. They was like, how come your numbers is this and that? I'm like, because of the fact I'd like to do things with integrity. That's not
Yeah,
snitching.
yeah.
That's just doing what I'm telling
I
them what
feel
I'm
what you're
doing.
saying. I'm still snitching
But
though.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That. I mean, here's the thing. Everybody live by their own moral clause, right?
True,
And
true.
moral compass. And I say that to go back to this situation. When you start seeing those 2% affecting the 80% and the bigger picture, then I see why Elon Musk had to cut them. But I'm like, bro, you gonna take them, you gonna cut them, you gonna fire them and send them a bill.
But let me hit you with this though, because it's actually the inverse. It's typically the 80% that are slacking, and it's the 20% that's
20%
actually
that's
carrying the
carrying.
company. Because going back to the article, it was actually 80% of the workforce that was cut. I mean, that
Oh,
shows you right there. There was
yeah,
20% of people that was actually making money for X,
yeah,
right? And but I going off your story, right? Because that the phrase that I'm familiar with what you just talked about in the sales world, it's called woodchucking. Like woodchucking. Have you ever heard of that expression?
no, I haven't.
Woodchucking is basically like putting false leads in the CRM, right?
Yeah,
Basically, I'm just going out and putting a bunch of like potential customers in the system, but they're
yeah,
not real customers. Just to say, hey man, I went and got 100 customers today, but they
right.
weren't legit customers that can actually make a sale. That's what was happening. I wonder, out of those, 6,000 people at X, how many of them was doing that? Woodchucking or inflating numbers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And actually saying that, oh yeah, we're moving the needle. And they ain't moving
yeah,
nada.
right. The thing about it is, it's like if I was a criminal, I would be smart because I would get out before undetection would have been a factor.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh, everybody should have a number, whether you're smart or not smart, or criminal or non-criminal. You should have a number to know, like, if you're getting away with something, hit your number,
And then get out.
get out.
Yup.
Just, you know what
Yup.
I'm saying? Hit your number, get out. And if you
Fonzo,
don't,
what's up? I see you.
you know what I'm saying? Lonzo,
Fonzo.
Fonzo,
Oh yeah.
what up, Fonzo?
Now you're right. I mean, it's no different than like investing, right? You gotta know when to get out. You gotta know when to hold, gotta know when to fold, man.
Exactly.
It's out there. Nah, man. And then one other thing I wanna throw out there, right?
Yeah,
Before we switch to the next topic. I remember the article was talking about like one of the like he dude was Elon Musk was cutting whole teams, and like one of the first teams that left was diversity and inclusion. Which, when I throw that out there, most people are like, no, you can't do that. We need diversity and inclusion. But I'm like, those type of teams don't put money in the bank.
no,
Like it's cool to be like, hey, we need representation and stuff like that. But
right.
trying to run a program like that, don't put money in the bank, man. I'm sorry.
Well, the thing that what they're supposed to do is keep morale up. You know, people feel like have the top of the top perform, but and not only that, you know what I'm saying, be able to say, okay, well, I feel more comfortable speaking to a representative from this culture because I can relate. But you're right. Those are the ones that get, especially when that new bill passed. It's like DEI.
You're out of here.
What was it? What was it? Was it Full House?
Cut it
It
out.
out,
Fonzo said, "Nah,
out.
you got to push the envelope from time to time." Yeah, true, true, true,
I mean, I'm
true.
not mad at pushing the envelope. I'm not mad at that. But the thing about it is, when you start touching bottom line, you know what I'm saying. You don't push
Yeah,
the envelope. You cut the
yeah.
team.
You
You
cut. I
cut
mean, and
the team.
that's exactly what happened.
You know what I'm saying?
Someone they was cutting bottom lines, and Musk came in there and cleaned house. I'm cutting that team. Good point, man.
Exactly.
Good
You know what I'm
point.
saying? And pretty much, like I said, bro, you know what I'm saying? 80-20, 20% of the company was being running. Those 80% were just cheaters. And
Oh,
speaking of cheaters,
speaking of cheaters,
if you got an iPhone, you may be part of the cheaters paradise.
paradise,
Because
living
Apple
in
just
the
created a
cheaters
new cheaters
paradise.
paradise, and Gmo, aka Tech Von Go, Mr. I'm so clean. Tell
Hey,
us about it.
taking it
Tell
back.
us about
Yeah,
tell us
man.
about
So
it.
according to the Independent, they reported that, and with their new iOS,
Mm,
people will be able to hide certain apps with Face Lock. Uh, so basically, for an example, right? let's say if you're using an app like Tinder, Grinder,
Well,
Facebook dating,
well,
we don't judge, right? And then with photos, because
just love,
typically,
just
if you take it back to Snapchat, me that I can't say all of it, but
love. Yeah.
anyway, you can maybe hide certain activities on
Mm.
those apps with your face lock, right? You
Yeah.
have to use your face. Let's say if you're in the relationship, right?
Mm.
But then you have some situationships on the side,
Ooh, some
you might be able to hide
situationships.
some of that activity
Uh,
because your girl or man might want to try to we'll see what's on your phone, and then you'll get the little pop-up boop. You need your face ID to unlock it. So um that's what's
that
kind of been causing like a little disruption amongst relationships because a lot of people are like, oh, wait a minute, hold on, you just enabling my partner to be super grimy out there in them streets.
sleep with one eye open and a face curve, so you can you they put the phone to your face and be like,
Yeah.
you can't unlock it.
Hey,
You
you
can't
wake up
unlock
with
it.
your girl doing this. Hey,
You,
scan.
you know what I'm saying? Be like, uh-oh. Like, baby, what you doing? Nothing. Like,
Oh
wait,
man, I tell
like,
you what though,
like, who is Latasha? Wait, what? Wait, what?
yo, and after they made that announcement, man, you got to read a couple of the comments that came out on X. One of them, someone put Apple just innovating random things to help these dusty men. And then another one put cheaters everywhere celebrating. I gotta agree to that.
Well, see, okay, now let me go ahead and put my
Go ahead.
other people spin on it. Here's the thing. Me personally, my wife knows my passcode and my face lock will unlock it. I don't have a problem because I'm not in that cheating space. But I do believe that we're at a time where everybody moving too fast anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this person you just dating ain't you guys aren't serious. I mean, you want to keep your stuff protected, period, because you don't know if that person, you know what I'm saying, just because, you know what I'm saying, she's a Danielle, body from a goddess, face from, it's like, why I got to give you access? And then I know I'm gonna put my phone down on you. I mean, by you, and then so you can pick up and just start going through my stuff because I mean, you can do more than just the cheating paradise, but you know what I'm saying. Let's look at it for like you lose your phone. But you also have your phone with like social security cards in there, passport
Mm-hmm.
information. You know what I'm saying? Flight stuff. Celebrities is known for that. You know what I'm saying? Having a lot of their personal information on their phone, and they need to be able to have that at a any given time because you know, I'm not trying to be funny.
No, you're
Somebody
right.
may
It is actually it's really it's a I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna have to give Apple their props.
give it to them. You got to give it to
I
them.
gotta give Apple their props
Give
with
it to
this one because
them.
this is a really good privacy tool, man.
Yeah,
It's really to protect privacy. To your point, I mean, we get concert tickets that you buy on Ticketmaster that was compromised. We talked about that a few episodes ago, so you can
man.
save your compromised tickets and protect it with your Face ID,
There you
passport
go.
information, payment information. Yeah, that I'll give them that. I'll give them that.
Apple one, Android
Apple one.
zero. But no,
Nah.
I mean, you're right though. You know what I'm saying? People, but again, people who think like that, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, um, the media is gonna press that. That's gonna get more views than saying like,
Hey, it
hey,
got my attention.
yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I
Hey,
mean, back when your
iOS
boy was in his
18 for
prime,
cheaters.
I could have used that function. It could have kept me out of a
but
lot of
but
trouble
you ain't
back
had
in
no
the day.
iPhone, bro. You had an
I
Android.
true, true.
I had an Android.
True. Nah, but no, it's really a good privacy tool, right?
Right.
But sometimes you always like to get us to look at the bad actors, right?
Yep.
And I think the bad actors in this story are them players.
The
But you know what? Hey, don't trip
play
though, because
on,
hey,
play
what the
on.
song say? Because girls are players too,
Two.
right?
Hey, yep.
And they
The
do it better
singing.
than us. So I don't really think it's the dusty men we got to worry about. We gotta worry about the femme fatale. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's that's the one.
Yeah, the
Hey,
person who posted on that is a Hay, Hai. Hayden. individual. So you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They probably got burned and scorned by somebody, and they want to just blame a man for, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
True, true, true. But anyone
Yeah,
who's interested in that, they got the beta, the developer beta right now. You can download that by heading to the settings app on a device and opting into beta.
beta.
It might come
Yeah,
with some glitches, so be careful. Apple does recommend if you do the beta, the developer beta test,
yeah,
back up your
always.
info, and then the public beta, that goes live and it's available in July. So
Okay.
if you want to test that, um, and still remain monogamous, hey, or do you? I don't judge,
Yeah,
man. That's available in July, so look out for that for all you Apple users out there.
right.
um
And just to be on the safe side, protect your data. We're not just a podcast. We're also an information hub. We talk about
yes,
this
yes.
all the time on this channel. Protect your digital footprint
Oh
because of
yeah.
the
Speaking
fact
of
that,
which, I am Jeff 760 over there on IG. He said I use
hey,
Bioscan or whatever it's called to log into anything evolving money. Yeah, yeah.
okay,
Social media
see,
has ruined
there you go.
relationships and communication skills to the max. He also said that too. And then he also
Yes.
asked, why do I sound like Barry White? Because I sound like Barry White, fool. I'm sexy. That's what you talking about.
Come on over to my place.
You're my first, my last, my
My
everything.
everything.
Don't
Man,
call
look,
me out like that in the public, man. That's what family do.
I'm saying, but for sure, man. Shout out to him too. You already know.
Speaking of social media,
Yeah,
what you got to
y'all,
say about social media, man?
man. A new bill is coming, and I'm not talking about a dollar. So check it out. There's a new social media bill that's gonna monitor kids. That allow you to actually monitor your kids properly on these platforms. Gmo, talk to us about it. You got a
Yeah,
clip?
man.
I know you got some clips.
Nah, I don't have a clip for this one. Don't blah
You
blah
ain't got
blah
no
blah
clip.
blah blah. No,
You
no
know what I'm
clips,
saying?
man. They just get to see our handsome faces the whole time today. Yeah,
Hey, they not
yeah.
like us.
Nah, so this next one, man, talking new social media bills. This
Yeah,
one is from the New York Times. New York State passed a bill that will restrict the use of algorithms on minor social media feeds in hopes of addressing mental health concerns. Uh,
nice.
I am Jeff 760 just said it. Social media ruins things, right?
Yes,
But
it
I
is.
also think that it ruins some of our young adults and young people's mental health, right? New
Yeah,
York State Senators Andrew S. Grenades said that these algorithms are intended to mimic the psychological dependencies created by slot machines and online gambling sites. um, and
so
he's
no
not
more
lying.
DraftKings. No
Say
more
what?
DraftKings. No
Nah,
more
but
DraftKings. You got to be 21 and over before you can go ahead and
true.
draft that.
But he has a point, man. Because I remember way back when I kind of had an addiction to Facebook myself, man. So I see what he's saying, and man, it was bad. Like I could not stop Facebooking, if that's a word.
No, no, it's a word.
If
It's a
Googling is a
word.
word, Facebooking is a word, dude. Man, I was hooked, man, and like I had to like get myself out of it. So if
Yeah,
when I was looking at that, I'm like, dang. If it was tough for me to kick that addiction, I can only imagine how tough it is with someone younger whose mind isn't fully developed, man. What you think
yeah,
about that?
bro. You know, I see it. I see it a lot, and not my kids because I don't. I limit them having any type of cyber or technology activity. We still read books, real hardcore book, regular book.
Same,
You know
same.
what I'm saying? They just recently been introduced to Canva and Chat GPT and CapCut. However, um, I can remember technology in my era growing up. We would play video games for 6 and 7 hours straight.
True,
You know what I'm
true.
saying? And we would sit in front of the video game system, and then when Game Boy came out, we were like, "Oh, we're out and about." You know what I'm saying? And
Man, you
I under
rich. We couldn't even get
yeah.
no Game
So
Boys. We broke, man.
uh,
So rich
I
self, boy.
borrowed
Let
a
me hold
couple.
something.
You know what I'm saying? I was borrowing somebody
You
Game
rich as
Boy.
hell.
You know what I'm saying? For real. Nah, man. It was like, but the thing about it is when You're 100% right about it. When these new technologies come out, it triggers that dopamine, bro. It
Yes.
clicks, it hit
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Kids be like, whoo, whoo,
Yep. Yep.
whoo. I
Yep.
press, and I think, man, that goes to a sense of control because they press a button and something happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's that instant gratification that actually hits in. So when
Yeah.
you have instant gratification, then you want it consistently. Like people will do that instead of eating. They'll be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and get on this. I'm like, bruh, you been on here how long? I don't know. I myself once I tested myself. I put the screen timer on. I said, hey, you know, my tech. I ain't gonna say her name because it's gonna out my whole room started light up by saying that one tech. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, set timer for like an hour. And I was literally just thumbing it. Boom, 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 click, boom, click, boom. Hour went by quicker than a hiccup, bro. And the bad part about it is I didn't stop. I just stopped the timer and kept back to boom, 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 boom.
Life hack. Just turn
Yeah,
off the timer.
timer,
Yep.
right? And then I turned around. I was like, I wonder how. And then I was like, I'm hungry. And then I'm like, now let me see what I'm gonna eat. Boom, boom. DoorDash, 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 Instacart,
I'm
Instacart.
guilty of that. I'm guilty of that.
But no, no, no. But don't. Then a notification came in, and then I clicked on a notification. Then it started the process all over. 3.5 hours into the time
Mm,
of me not order. I knew it was a problem for me. This was like last summer, and you know what I'm saying. Me being a man that walk with God, I was like, I need to fast from this. So I actually took a 30-day sabbatical from social
nice.
media.
Nice.
And when I got back on, I was like, okay. I got a lot done during the time, so I was able to judge it. Now, so much to the point where it's like I hide all my apps. I hide all my social media apps. I turn off all my notifications. Only time I
Same.
need to go to it when I know that I need to look at something. When I
Yeah.
when I when I cognitively think about it, then I was like, okay, let me go to the app. Boom, I'll go there. And then I'll make sure I'm like, I'm not gonna be on this thing long. I'm telling myself that as I'm looking at what I'm looking
Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
so that way I can get off because of the fact that these things are powerful, man. These things are powerful. And
No, it is
I'm glad they making this bill because of the fact that I can literally see kids doing this all day.
all damn day. All right.
Yeah.
So I am Jeff 760 on IG said social media is poison to the undeveloped mind. I agree. All it shows is wins. Nobody posting about the struggle to get there, but just the end result. So these young people come out to the real world and they struggle. Ooh.
I gotta
Ugh.
combat that. I gotta
Okay.
combat that
Okay.
because I social media now is what you put on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's what you it's they literally call it a feed, right?
True. True.
So what you feeding is what you're seeing. Now with this bill that's about to pop out, it's going to be able to monitor that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? When you cut out algorithms out the play, you're going to actually see what you subscribe to. And as you get older and mature, I'm assuming that the algorithm is just going to stop.
Well, I think, and you know what? In the article, they even said that they don't know the full layout of how it's going to work. But I would imagine maybe they would let the algorithms go back in. The older you get, that's left to be seen. But now I kind of see what I am Jeff 760 is saying, man. But to your point too, it's what you feed, right? I think us, the users, we kind of tend to put more of just the wins on there. Now some people, and maybe it's the younger people, I don't know, but I know our generation, when we suffer losses, some people do put that on there. Hey man, give me a prayer, man.
Yeah,
Prayer warriors.
I'm
I
going
see
through
that
something
too.
right
I'm
now.
going
You know
through
what I'm
something,
saying?
right?
Yeah,
I mean, if you're on LinkedIn, you definitely know when someone is looking for a job. So
that's
I,
true.
yeah. You see the what is it, the banner that says open to work.
Open the network. Yeah.
Yeah, open
Or
to work. Yeah, it's just
yeah,
straight up open to
it's
work.
open to work. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I, wow.
So but you know what though,
Ex-employees.
I don't think the youth though are actually sharing the actual life experience like we, the older people, are, right? Because they tell us if we on Facebook, we old. So um
Yeah. Right.
I
Facebook.
see what he's saying because I mean we were young, man. We used to try to stunt and flex
Yeah.
and fake it till we make it when we were younger. So, but we didn't have social media at
We
that
didn't.
age, man. So I can only imagine if I had it, it would have been to the max, me flexing and fronting and stuff too. So I can see that. But to your point too, man, cocaine is not the powerful drug. Dopamine is. Dopamine
Dopamine,
is the most powerful drug in the world, man.
bruh.
It's like
You
you
could just
said. Yeah, it's just
ah.
you get that dopamine. That's why you
Yeah.
gotta when you go to the store to get Sudafed, you gotta show ID and stuff like
ID.
that.
Yeah.
Yep,
Some cities
because
they don't even sell it.
really,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, that dopamine is a very powerful drug. But and to back to Jeff's point, as far as it being poison to the young mind, I'm not a professional in that, but I would imagine just that constant uh dose of dopamine may not be as healthy,
Yeah.
especially if your mind isn't fully developed. So, and then you're just chasing that high. You post something, I get a like. Ooh, I'm going back to
Ooh.
see. I gotta see if I got that
Who
like.
liked
Ooh,
it? Who
who
liked
liked
it?
it?
Who
Who
liked it?
liked
Who
it?
liked
Matter of fact, I
Yeah.
got some teens in the house, and I've seen that. Like, yeah, my video got I got 100 views. Let me see. Go back. Let me see. I got 200. Okay,
You
am I
know
gonna
what?
get 500?
I retract my combatant. Jeff is right. Let me tell you why. The first time I ever went viral, the first time I went viral was it was 2016. My brother did a my brother was doing an exercise video, and I'm in the background cheering him on,
Mhm.
but I'm holding the camera and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
put it on
yeah.
Facebook. I get home and my wife in 20 minutes from his house after we shot the video, I left, went home, and I, I went on Facebook and I was like, look at the video what I'm saying, me and my brother did. And I showed her, she was like, wow, y'all got 36,000 views.
Ooh.
I said, what?
I would have been addicted to that
Then I
too. I'm
looked
not
at
going.
it, I was like, 36,000? Wow. So then I was like, 5 minutes later, we got some water, sit down. How many views I got now?
Yup.
52?
Yup.
52,000?
Yup. Yup.
Bro, I didn't go to sleep that whole night. Two reasons. I was like, let me turn my notifications on so I'll know. So when you go viral, once you get like I think about either 100 notifications and 100 likes, they just stop until the next 100 comes up. And so
Mm.
I was like, wow. And then I was chasing it for like a year, trying to do the next thing to get viral. I started putting that video on other platforms, not getting nothing. I was like, I would go back the next day, one view. What? To go back to the other profile,
Yup. Yup.
157,000 views,
Ah.
climbing. Right? It got so bad to the point where Facebook suspended that account, and I was like, no, because I was getting reached
Dang.
out. What's that company? Beachbody. Beachbody was reaching out to us, talking about they wanted to do a video with my brother, and I was like, yeah. And I guess this was literally before Facebook changed the fact that you can't go viral as fast as you could. And then the second
Mm.
time I went viral, right, on Instagram, I was getting 100 views, like 100 views every second. My phone wouldn't stop going off. And
Ooh.
then so I started looking at it. That same feeling hit, and I didn't recognize it. And I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then now I'm checking to see am my monetization going up? Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
And then the last time, which was just a couple days ago, like I got a video of this guy kicking a toy car, right? I mean, kicking a car. Dude, I will tell you, I can't pull up my Instagram on my phone,
I
on
watch
computer,
some weird
but
stuff too, so I
bro,
don't. I
but
can't really.
nah, it was like the guy he boots a smart car, and the smart car takes off, and it makes the skirt sound, right?
Uh.
So on the screen, I was like, "Did you hear this? Did you hear the tires?" It's now at 199,000 views, and I stopped looking, but it was like I got 5,000 likes, and then I was like, let me turn off this notification because I'm trying to go on sabbatical from social media.
Yeah, you told
The
me that.
keyword is
Trying.
try.
Because you said that like last week. Yeah, I'm going on sabbatical, and I'm like, I see you on every platform, dog.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, we got some more comments from Jeff. He said that
Yeah.
he sees it on a daily with the younger generation being a coach for the city.
All
Um,
right. Okay.
all they talk about is, did you see this on Facebook or IG? Hey, send me that TikTok. And then he also said he feels what you're saying because he has to take time from gaming live because that cyber world is something else. It is, man. It is because I get
Yeah,
caught
man.
up on that too. I post a little short or reel, and I'm like, how am I looking on Threads? How am I looking on IG? How am I looking on Facebook? I actually got some views on X. What? And then
Dude,
I see my X account growing, but I know most of those are just bogus accounts anyway. Because this is, I know there's some hot women in the world, but not that many back to back on follow me. I mean,
bruh.
in my dreams, yes, but not like that.
My
You don't know
thing
nothing
is,
about that.
they don't know nothing about that. But bruh, like, you know what I'm saying? And me personally, I'm looking at all these platforms. Then the easiest one to go viral on is TikTok.
TikTok. Yep.
And
Yep.
TikTok, they in a whole world of trouble because they found another case that they got to fight with the U.S. and we about to go into
We about to go
TikTok.
into that.
Oh, what are you doing? We trying to stay alive here in the
We trying
U.S.
to stay alive.
TikTok.
Before we jump into that,
Uh.
before Jeff said he almost effed around and started OnlyFans. That's how addicted to the social media.
Oh man, people are
You
doing
know,
that though. People are doing
yeah,
it, and then not for the
yeah.
not for the little fetish stuff. They just doing it because they finding community and finding a way to get paid.
True, true. Hey, you connecting with them folks, man. Nah, so back to TikTok. Yeah, they got hit with another case. Before I
Come on,
jump into this, right? We've
yeah,
seen this before, right? When the feds want you, they gonna get you. I think what
yes,
do they say? The success rate of the feds when they come after someone is like in the high 90s.
yeah.
They don't come after you if they don't think they're gonna win, right?
You can't hide from the
You
FBI.
can't hide from them. And then that, I mean, that's not even the FBI on this one. This is the FTC.
FTC.
And this is coming from political. FTC announced that it's referring its investigation into TikTok to the Justice Department with allegations that the social media app is violating the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. Um,
Mm,
and then the commission was examining claims that TikTok and Beijing-based company ByteDance misled users by falsely claiming that individuals in China did not have access to U.S. user data. Now, I'm gonna jump in on this one because about 3 years ago, when they first announced issues with TikTok, I was that dude at the barber shop, like, "Hey, don't let your kids be on TikTok. Don't let," because I spent 2 years in Asia. I done seen
mm,
some things out there, right? And I was like, "Don't let your kids be on TikTok." I knew something like this was happening. Oh no, US, your data's not in servers in China.
mm.
Really? Really? If it wasn't, I mean, the FTC, we're not going to spend tax dollars to go after someone for no reason.
No, no,
You know what I
no.
mean?
Look,
So I'm with that, man. They getting attacked. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say it ain't looking too good for TikTok because we already got the other cases we talked about now, and now they hitting them with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. Yo, when they start throwing these type of policies at you, dude, it's a wrap. It's a
like
wrap.
gingerbread snap, they better
Hey,
just shut it down, man. I mean, look, I'm all for, I'm a TikTok advocate, but I do not condone children's. I believe in children's privacy should be something sacred,
sacred. Yes,
sacred.
100%.
And TikTok, you're not supposed to do that, man.
You already know
You're not
messing with our
supposed to.
kids like that, man. Um,
Exactly.
yup, yup.
I
So
look, yeah,
nah, it's shame on them. Shame on
yeah,
them, right? I mean,
yeah.
if you want to be here, man, you need to act right. That's not acting right in my book.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? You want to come to the party, bring a gift and be nice.
Yeah,
You
man. And
you
then
don't you understand?
they got their main case with the US coming up in September. Now they
September.
got this to
Yeah.
deal with. And this one was talking about they might get hit with some fines. But when I read this, I just saw like we just stacking up cases. We stacking
That's
up
all it is.
cases. That's
That's
all
all
it
it is.
is. Yeah.
They don't got stock. If you got stock, pull out.
Oh, good point. Good point. This is probably not a good time to be invested in TikTok. And just to
Light
recap,
dance. Light
they are have another case pending because they may be violating Children's Privacy Acts.
dance.
Let me see. Jeff said something else. I watched the episode of Joe Rogan talking about TikTok terms and privacy agreement, and I did exactly what he did: smoked the blunt and read them terms.
Ah,
Hey, you know what? Good point, right? I actually just sat in a cybersecurity webinar about TikTok and like mobile app security,
Yep.
and they were going into some of those terms. Like in those terms, I remember that episode that Joe Rogan had when he was reading out, when you sign it, you agree to let that app monitor other apps. So
Right.
it can steal data from other apps on your phone without you
Yeah.
even knowing about it. And then this is
Mhm.
the crazy thing. Um, in that webinar that I sat in, it was saying that even if ByteDance gets blocked, we're still not safe because there's so many different apps that have been built using the ByteDance code. So
Yeah.
there's other apps that are
CapCut.
connecting. CapCut is an example, but I think they said they did a sample set of 10,000 apps. It's 10,000 apps at a minimum that were built using the ByteDance code framework. So we
Mm.
can still do what TikTok did.
Let me
You
tell
just
you
won't have
something.
TikTok.
Let me tell you something. What's crazy is, like I built up a nice following on TikTok. Not too big, not too crazy. 2,500 followers, right? Um, but I started getting pitched by from agencies. Agencies wanted me to start my own live channel with TikTok and this and another platform. And I was like, okay, well, I'm curious, and the money was good. The money was damn good. Like
Hmm.
I'm like, but no, with me, all money ain't good money,
All
especially
money ain't good
because it
money.
looks. I mean, as a business owner, I'm not about to hire a job. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not about to take on a job. So what I did was I looked at this platform, and this platform, it starts with a B. I don't know the name of it, but um, I can't remember the name of it. I knew it, but I don't know it now. I look and it's literally the same thing TikTok is, but it's live. And it is there is like you can play licensed music in the background and not
Hmm.
cutting you out. You can use all kind of racial slurs. You can
I guess
I
freedom
want
of
to
speech,
say
huh?
about bro, but I mean I'm on this platform just looking. I didn't create the profile. I'm like, whoa, like these and there people are paying and then one girl, on TikTok you can do battles with each other with two live people,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's friendly because if it's not friendly, TikTok will shut it down. This platform, these two was cursing out. It was this one person, this one white dude and this one black dude, and they were cursing each other out in
Hmm.
slurs, and I was like. And all you see was the hearts go up like like somebody on this side is like
That's
this,
crazy.
and I'm thinking like if they have platforms out like this that nobody knows that it's not one of the big five, right? TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Facebook. It's not one of those. But it has I've seen it says like this one person had about 100,000 followers and other people having 50, 70,000 followers. I'm assuming that this platform is huge and it probably has other things on that platform that you can see that I was like,
Probably,
yeah, I'm a
probably.
married man. I'm not about to even mm-mm.
So Jeff on IG said, whatever your phone is synced to, you allow TikTok to view stored data and searches on those other devices synced to your phone. And he put an example: TV to Alexa, Bluetooth speaker, etc., etc. So that's what you inviting.
Yeah,
I don't use TikTok, so I mean, but I
but
do
I got
have
a I got
ByteDance. So
but I do have a hack for those. Anytime you about to sign up for something new and they give you all those terms and conditions, copy it and throw it into ChatGPT and say, make this small and simple for me to read.
ooh, good
Click
life
on it.
hack. Good
Boom.
life hack.
It'll
That's
break it
dope.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
This will
then
be
if you
turned
don't
into a
like it,
short.
you know what I'm saying? Keep it short. KISS. Keep it super simple.
Keep
And
it
that,
super simple. I
yeah.
like that. Yeah, I
And then
learned it
that
differently
way,
in the military. They told me keep it simple, stupid.
yeah, I
That's
know.
different.
Yeah, but that allows you to one, you know what I'm saying, look at what you're really getting yourself into. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah.
We talk so much about these tools, we can also start using them for our safety now. You know what I'm saying? And shoo, That way, when people, you know what I'm saying? Because look, tools are things we need to use for work. And
Yep.
speaking of work,
Speaking of
remote,
work,
remote worker scandal. Click,
remote
click, 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 click,
worker scandal.
clang.
You know what? I'm gonna say. With that being said, right? Be careful what you ask for, right? I remember when we were coming out of COVID, nobody wanted to go back to work. And some will say is they were afraid of getting the vid, right? Getting COVID. Um, hey, for whatever reason, nobody wanted to go back to work, right? So they got put on remote work. And let me just tell you what happened over here at Wells Fargo. According to CBS News, Wells Fargo fired over a dozen workers for allegedly catching them simulating keyboard activity. Let me see this one here. They were using mouse movers and mouse jigglers to trick activity tracking software.
Say that
Um,
other one again.
Mouse jigglers.
Jigglers.
It's jiggling, baby.
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
baby.
baby. It's jiggling, baby. Man, I didn't even know this was a thing. But this is causing employers to use bossware that allows them to track activity like websites visited, and type in and mouse activity. Um, what the I I don't know, man. I,
Look, man, let me tell you. There's some smart, lazy people, and they use these technologies to be able to benefit. We've seen it all. Like I'm working on something now that's gonna be hilarious for people. But part of it, you have people playing a loop. You know what I'm saying? Like they're on a professional conference call and they're on a loop. They're like, and it's like they record themselves for like 27 seconds doing something, and then like, and then they doing that right, and then they loop it. They loop it.
oh
You know, so they
man,
take their glasses off and do all that and stuff. And like, and
that's
then
crazy.
and they do that for 27 seconds, and then they put that computer on a loop screen with some sort of smart technology, and they go off and play pickleball and for 30 minutes, and then they come back to the conference call, doing the same thing, and then that's it.
Man, and so I mean that's the type of stuff that got those 6,000 people from X fired. You know,
Boom! I'm
like
glad you said it.
because hey, I'm just gonna call it what it is, man. If you're not making money for the company, what you here for? If you're not
Right?
making money for the company, but you taking a check, you know what that's called?
It's robbery,
You stealing.
stealing,
You stealing. You a thief, homie. I told you I'm
stealing.
snitching. I don't
Right?
come around me doing that. I'm snitching.
Mm-hmm.
I'm snitching on you. Nah, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, let me tell you something. Them same people who got fired from X probably was part of the same batch
probably,
who
probably.
also took advantage of them PPPs,
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah,
they had to
yeah.
pay it back. Look, man, we know that I mean, bad actors is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We
True,
used to
true.
be them. You know what I'm saying? But we
I
came out. You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, look. If we participate, Kmart. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? If we participated, we knew bad actors. We benefited from bad actors, right?
We may have done some things in the past.
Yeah, Kmart. Period.
You gonna bring that up, huh? Hey, it's a good thing that company's not around anymore. I'm
That
talking
part.
about statute of limitations.
Yeah, bro. I would never brought it up if I did. If there were pointblankperiod.com. Just for
Nah,
real,
you right though. You right. Jeff said he sees I finally broke down and got a Stanley Cup. Stanley. Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Why you buying Stanley? I'm a Stanley ambassador. You should have told
Oh
me.
man, this was way before this. I had to get the Buckies, man. It's
Oh,
the
it was
Texas,
Bucky's. Oh
it's
yeah.
the Texas thing, man. It's the
Okay.
Texas thing.
Oh, by the way, I am a Stanley ambassador. If you need a Stanley,
Hey,
reach
holler
out to
at
my socials
Corey
at Corey
Giovanni
Giovanni on
for
all
your
the
Stanley
socials.
needs. There you go, Jeff.
Yeah,
We got you covered.
yeah. Stanley,
Nah,
you know,
but at the end of the day,
sidebar. You
man.
know why? Okay, go
Go ahead,
ahead.
go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna just say sidebar. You know why Stanley's so popular right now, right?
Is it the Starbucks thing?
No. What
No.
happened was this lady was
What
in a
happened
car.
was
Her car blew up. She wasn't in it. She got out. Her car got set on fire, and that Stanley Cup was the only thing that did not burn up, and she took a picture of it and sent it to Stanley and say, "Look, you guys make an amazing product." Stanley not only bought her a car, also made her part of the social media team, which she
Word.
happens to be a a marketing master. And then she got all these individuals together to start promoting Stanley. And
Hmm.
Stanley, a hundred, no, 109, no, 112-year-old company made a comeback. 111-year-old company made a comeback.
And you know why? Because that lady brought results.
Boom.
She brought results.
She
And,
brought
and to
results.
tie off this topic we was talking about, man. At the end of the day, that's what matters. That's what matters. Like I
Results.
wouldn't even use that boss word software to track activity. I'm giving you deadlines, right? I'm
Yep.
giving you milestones and deliverables you got to meet. If you don't
Yep.
meet those deadlines, you can fake it if you want to. You out. You out of here.
Cut it
Yeah,
out.
you out. Because I'm checking. Hey, numbers don't lie. I'm gonna check the numbers to see if you helping me put money in the bank. If you not helping me put money in the bank, what I need you for?
Yeah.
I don't need you. Go fake work somewhere else. Go
Yeah.
fake work somewhere
Go
else.
jiggle somewhere else.
Hey, and there's a saying that I learned, man. It's called being liberated. If you want to fake work and you don't want to help me grow this thing, you can be liberated to the job
Yeah.
market.
There you go. You know what
Go
I'm
be
saying?
free. Go be a free agent.
Free agent. Ah, bring back the days. But you want to know what ain't free?
What ain't
Them
free,
the
man?
them Adobe subscriptions that they sign you up for and only give you 14 days and then they lock you into it. And they don't even tell you how you can be able to cancel your subscription.
You know what?
So, mm, the government is stepping in.
Yeah, they
Thank
are.
you, thank you, U.S. government, because I fell victim to this.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
All right, so the Adobe is sued by the U.S. government, making because of the fact they are making it harder for people to cancel their subscriptions. If you ever wanted to cancel a subscription that you signed up for Adobe, you will see the complications that it is. They will say, okay, well, if you want to cancel this subscription, it's $52. What? It was a $5 app. It was like $52. Yeah, $52. Oh, you want to cancel Photoshop that you signed up for the trial for? You passed the trial? Okay, I'll pay the 19.90. No, you have to pay $208 to cancel. 200 and
Mm,
what?
mm.
What card you got on
Yep.
file?
Yep.
Let me go ahead and just freeze that card because
Yep.
what you're not gonna do is gonna go ahead and pin me. And then you look at trying to cancel. There's no like contact. Oh, you want to contact somebody at the company? Oh, send us this email. Or no, let's put you on a chat bot. Oh no. Write the reason why you want to email us. Send us an email why you're trying to cancel or why what's your problem. We'll get back to you. They don't get back to
They
you.
don't get back.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, my tax dollars is about to go to work, and I'm about to get paid.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, yep. Because again, our boys over and girls over at the FTC, yeah, they coming at them. Hey, they not resting right now. They going after TikTok. They going after Adobe for what you just said. We got some viewers on live stream.
Yep, yep.
It looked like what they saying. What they saying.
They ain't talking. Say state your name and your claim and why you came. You on YouTube. You on
Nah, but
YouTube.
no. So basically, FTC. That's what they're going after them for. They're saying
Yeah.
Adobe are trapping users. You know what? I tried to cancel Adobe a couple of years ago. Same thing. I was like, you click here and then click over there, and then they send you to it's like a vicious circle.
Let me tell
You
you.
just
Let me tell you what happens. You do it for like 2 seconds, then that notification for Instagram pop up, and be like, "Oh, click on it." You click on your Instagram,
that
and you on
addictive
Instagram.
algorithm.
Yeah. So the next thing you know, you like, man, I've been on Instagram too long. You put your phone down. You forgot all about Adobe
Yep,
until you
yep,
get that bill
yep.
next month. Like, I thought I canceled this, and then you go to Adobe, and then you go to cancel. That TikTok,
Man,
the TikTok notification pop up. Oh, I'm trending. Oh, okay. And then you put the
hey, how
phone
you know
down.
they're not in cahoots with each other? Huh? Huh?
Man, I
Nah,
thought
but
Adobe ain't an American company.
that is a very good question. don't know. Let me ask the Googles.
The
Is
Googles.
the Googles? What is Adobe an American company? Let me find out.
If not, they can get it too. I want them all to get the smoke.
I like the smoke. Yeah, it is an American company. It is
Oh,
an
okay.
American company. All right, we'll let you off the hook on that one, but we're not letting you off the hook. We're making it so hard to cancel these
Can't.
subscriptions, man. Stop messing with the money. Stop
It worse than a
messing
cell
with
phone
the money,
provider.
man.
Yeah.
For real. And the
Cell phone
complaint.
provider just give you a bill and say, "Hey, this how much you owe," and then you pay it. Adobe is like, click here, click here,
Well, I
click
mean, and
here,
that's been the
here,
thing
back
too
to
with
here.
the subscription based payment model, right? Because it's like the gyms. You pay the subscription. I don't care if you use it or not, but they got greedy. And the claim from the FTC states that Adobe steers you in its annual paid monthly subscription. You see it all the time. You could say pay $10 a month monthly, or save 20% and subscribe annually.
Annually,
And that's how they get you trapped in. And then if you're not using it, you be like, let me go ahead and cancel this because I don't use this
cancel it.
anyway. And then that's when it's on,
Ah
game on.
ah
Yeah,
ah
yeah.
ah 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 ah
They
ah.
gotta be faster than that.
That you exactly. Oh, you got to be quicker than that.
You gotta be quicker than that. It's my money, man. Yeah,
Exactly.
they so no, they're cracking down. They're cracking down. And I would say any other subscription based software company out there, hey man, this is the warning shot. They coming for you. And you know what? Like you said, it's my tax dollars at work, man. We the
Yeah.
consumers. Protect us. Protect
Yeah.
us. So and stop being greedy, man.
Stop being greedy. DMX
Stop.
said it. DMX said it best. Y'all been eating long enough. Now stop being greedy. Come on, dog, and chill. Let's just give to the needy. I don't know the
Hey.
rest. I don't know the rest, but that song was that was
Hey,
off
that
of
was a
It's
lick.
Dark and Hell and Hot. It's Hell is
Rest in
Hot.
peace, DMX, man.
Rest
Rest
in
in peace,
peace.
DMX. So yeah, man. We talked some scandals. We talked about fake workers, man, stealing money, um,
Yeah, man.
entitlement. We talked about TikTok not honoring the privacy of our youth here in the U.S. Which
Yeah.
I don't think is going. I
You
don't
know
think they'll
what?
be here much longer, man.
I can tie it all in. So check it
Tie it
out.
all in. Tie it in.
How
Tie it in.
Elon Musk changed the tech job market because remote workers was causing scandals. Not to
Ooh,
mention, Apple just created a cheater's paradise because of the new social media bills that hit TikTok with the new case in the United States and Adobe sued by the government.
I like
Mm,
that.
mm, mm.
I like that. Give us
I
a
think that's what
takeaway.
we got.
That's
I
what we
think that
got, man.
what we you well, you know the takeaway from it is
What
real
is it?
talk.
What is it?
Uh, don't don't be a bad actor because it's gonna hit you in the end, and it may cost you more than what you can afford.
Ooh, like
It
at the
may,
X thing. Hey, good
yeah,
point.
bro. You
Ooh.
know what I'm saying? like, here's the scenario. I'm gonna play the scenario out real
You
quick.
fired.
It's
By the
gonna
way,
get
pay me back that money we just gave you
yeah.
on
Here you
accident.
go. Mr. Alvarez, thank you for your service. You're no longer needed with the company. Okay, well, my check. Okay, you'll get here's your 2 weeks notice. Okay, thank you. Why it has a negative 5,000? Well, sir,
Damn.
there were some payroll issues that our company had to uncover. But 5,000? Yeah. So, how I'm gonna pay this? I just lost a job. That is not my concern. Take
Sounds
care.
like a
Have a
you
nice
problem.
day. Yeah,
Yo,
that's not an X problem. That's a you
that's
problem.
a you problem.
Not a letter X, the letter U.
You.
Yeah, man.
Nah, good point. Hey man, I'm gonna say my takeaway from this is no matter where you go, if you're trying to make money, make sure you helping that company make money, man.
Yeah,
Because that's is numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. And when a Elon Musk comes to town, you won't have to be worried about your job. If when they say, hey, prove that you helping us make money so you can stay, oh well, let me show you. You know what I'm
there you
saying?
go.
That's be
Don't
ready
cook
to
the
do that.
books.
There you go.
Don't
That's
cook
my
the books.
takeaway from it, man. And kudos to the FTC because they putting in some good work protecting our kids, protecting us, the
Yeah,
consumers. Because I need it easier to stop my subscription to Adobe when
yeah,
that time comes, right?
yeah.
Um, And just, hey, again, like you said, we put this information out there, man. Hopefully you have something that you could use, right? Like if you've been having issues with Adobe too. I smell a class action lawsuit coming.
Yeah, you know what? Tap into Tech Von Go on all his socials, and tap into at Corey Giovanni on all my socials,
There you go.
because um we're stronger together.
Yes, we are. Yes,
Yeah,
we are. And then yeah, we'll keep you posted with that. Cause you know what? Normally I don't file for class action lawsuits, but I just might go for this one. It,
man, you should. You know why? Because if somebody else benefiting, you should too.
I should too. Hey, so just be on the lookout for that. We'll keep y'all posted too. But that's
Yeah,
it
yeah.
for this episode of Technically Speaking. Thank you for everyone for locking in with us.
I got one
IG,
question. I got one
salute
question.
y'all. What's
I
up?
got
What's
one
up?
question. Tech Van Go, where can they find you?
I'm at tech_Von_go on all platforms except for TikTok. Because I don't do TikTok.
He don't do the tickety,
No,
the tickety
no.
tockety. Well, you can
Mm-mm.
find me at Corey Giovanni on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and the tickety tockety TikTok.
I got one last question to ask.
Yes.
Please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get notified when we got a new episode coming out. We do this every Monday around 6:15 ish. Because one day we will
Shortly.
be on time. One
Yeah, one
day.
day.
We
And
working
you
on
know
that.
what? I got another question. May you share? Because sharing is caring.
Sharon is Karen. I learned that from Barney years ago, baby. That purple
Yeah.
dinosaur. Sound like a
May he
strain of
rest in peace.
marijuana. Did he
May
pass
he,
away?
I don't know, but nobody looking, nobody checking for him. They doing this.
I'm dead. And on that note, y'all have a good night.
Peace.